Hello guys, Antoine here for Simarchitecture and welcome back to a new video. So today we're building a large, luxurious farm home, or at least inspired by a farm, because as you will see, this house has features that a regular farm doesn't have. And before talking to you about the house itself, I would like to tell you about my inspiration, which is a place called the Patina Farm, and this is an actual house, I think, in California that was completely refurbished to a very warm and welcoming house. So I did a lot of research about this place, and there's even a book which I read, and there were so many drawings and floor plans of the house. It was extremely interesting and very inspiring. Nevertheless, as you know, The Sims is not always the best software, let's say, to adapt some floor plans or real architecture in real life in the game. So I decided to get inspired by the Patina Farm, but not to replicate it, except for the entrance and the main living area with the dining room, which is quite true to the original house, but otherwise I really did it by myself. So as you can see, this house has a farm vibe, or at least what I think American would say French style vibe, because as a French I don't really recognize the French style in the French style American mansion, but I think I kind of get it, the vibe they're trying to give to the houses. So it has this French slash farm vibe, and of course I used items from Country Living, but also from the new pack designed by Alexander and Harry, which is organic. This is their new pack inspired by Country Living, kind of. So it was the perfect occasion for me to try these new items. So the house now, as you can see, is located in Death Valley on my favorite lot, in the neighborhood called the Pinnacles. I chose this place because of the light, which for me is the best in the whole game, and light was really important for this house, so that's why I decided to build it here. The house is organized in two different parts. So there's a more traditional part, which is the main area of the house where all the living rooms are, or living areas, including the dining room, the formal sitting area, the kitchen, and the family room. All these rooms are in the main part of the house, which is a bit more traditional than the rest of the house. That is like the night part, so the bedrooms and the bathrooms. And this part is a little more modern. So when you're looking from the pool, you cannot see really the difference between the two parts. But when you're from the other side of the garden, you can see that the new part, the new wing of the house, looks much more modern because it has big square windows, giving wonderful views on all the surroundings and the garden, which is really manicured. I really spent a long time on the garden. And between the two parts of the house, there is the winter garden, which is basically another sitting area, which is a sort of connection or link between these two different parts. And this is probably my favorite room as well, because it has large windows, a lot of plants, and a wonderful terrace with pergola and a dining area, an outside dining area. And behind this new wing, this more modern wing, there is a small garden which is a bit hidden from the street and the rest of the house, which I love because it has a pond with fireflies and fishes and a lot of trees and bushes. You will feel it really feels like a hidden place where you can relax, and I just like it. And what I love about this area as well is that the corridor leading to all the different bedrooms has big windows all the way, so you can really see the outside. There's actually no real separation between the inside and the outside. So this is quite a big house, but it only has 3 bedrooms, and one of these bedrooms is more like a suite or suite. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's a really large bedroom with its own sitting area, fireplace, and a huge bathroom, which you will see a bit later in the speed build itself or in the end views. And this is probably one of my favorite bathrooms ever, because most of the time I'm really not inspired when it comes to build a bathroom. I always feel like I'm limited because all the sinks and so on are not really great in The Sims according to me. But I use many items by Felixander, especially from the Kyoto pack, from the Florence pack, and from the Organic pack, of course. So yes, this bathroom is really amazing. According to me, this is a bathroom that I would like to have in real life, and the light, once again, is incredible in this bathroom. And the 2 other bedrooms are the same size. They're actually symmetrical to each other, and in the middle between them there is a bathroom, and there's also a small bathroom next to the entrance. So yes, 3 bedrooms for this mansion can seem a little like not enough, but I imagine this house as a not a main house, just like a vacation home or just a place where family or friends can meet and gather for a weekend or a week. So I thought that 3 bedrooms would be enough. Yes, that's my explanation. And yes, so I really tried in this house to mix a really traditional style with country living vibes, and I tried to mix it with a more modern feel. I think there's a big contrast between the inside and the outside, because the garden and the terraces all around the house really look modern, and they really look like what you can find in a Beverly Hills mansion, and actually the neighborhood looks like Beverly Hills. But I like it, and I think it's not something that you can't see in real life. Well, yes, of course, it's not something I will see in real life because I don't know people with such houses or mansion, and I'm not allowed to access to such mansions. But when I looked for inspiration, I saw that some modern houses or recently built houses or mansions sometimes had this really rustic decoration of vibe, kind of. So yes. And yes, finally what I can tell you is that I really love this house. I spent a really long time on it, and yeah, it has to be one of my favorite ever. I know that I say that a lot of times, but I don't know, it's been a few months since I really spent a long time on my mansions and houses or palaces or whatever, and I really put a lot of effort in it. That's also why there's less videos than before, but I really try to make it as detailed and realistic as possible, and this house is probably the most detailed and accurate and realistic I've ever done. I'm not talking of the palaces because this is a different category, a different kind of build, but when it comes to more regular home or mansions, this one is probably my favorite, with Khloe Kardashian's home, which was also a really fun build, which I love because it's also really realistic and elegant according to me. So as always, this house will be available on the garage just when you're watching this video, or a few hours after, because sometimes I don't have time to upload it. I think it's a really nice house to play in, and your family will definitely enjoy it. So I hope you like this video and this mention. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Wash away, wash away.